If they've got evidence to charge you with something, regardless of when it is, they're going to stack the charges. I mean, surely. These incendiary allegations are substantially more serious than the charge. What? The defense is asking the court to exclude evidence of alleged crimes that Combs has not been charged with as his trial nears. These incendiary allegations are substantially more serious than the charged offenses. I mean, these are the charges. I mean, these are federal charges. So we're talking about crimes that are allegedly worse than the crimes he's already getting charged with. Wow. Wow. Okay, we try to. And if admitted, it would make impossible for Mr. Combs to receive a fair trial. If we're talking about crimes, though, I don't understand how this is even. It's just is the whole. Am I woken up and stupid? Like, please do not charge me with any more crimes if you find a bunch of evidence. Please, mad. Combs is facing multiple federal charges, including racketeering conspiracy, SEX transportation to engage in this situation. The rapper and record executive is accused of arranging freak-off parties where he allegedly forced victims to perform these kind of acts. He is also named as a defendant in dozens of civil lawsuits from people accusing him of committing SEX crimes. What to know? Combs' lawyers have said that all but one of the new accusers happened over 20 years ago, with the oldest dating back to the 1980s. Some of the allegations are demonstrably are false, but would nonetheless require an enormous amount of trial time to disprove. What? The attorney said in the filing. They added that some of these incidents are unknown to the defense, and some key witnesses are no longer here. Combs' lawyers said that if the evidence is admitted, each one would require a series of mini trials that would double the length of the trial. Oh, no. The prosecution initially said the trial would last 3 weeks. Yeah, right. The court should require the government to try these cases. Hang on. The court should require the government to try the case it charged, and prove the case to the jury beyond reasonable doubt. The defense attorney said the government should not be permitted to pollute the trial with decades of dirt and invite convictions based on propensity evidence that no longer, with no proper purpose, by painting Mr. Combs as a bad guy who must have committed the charged crimes. I mean, how about if you get accused of being a monster and then they throw you in jail and you're waiting to go to court and go to trial, and then it turns out you're an even bigger monster, I think it's okay for them to gather enough evidence to put more charges on you. I think that is called good police work. Or, oh no, Franken PC just turned off itself again. Oh no. Oh, Franken PC. I'm so sorry. You served us well. Franken PC. Franken PC. God damn it. All right, little laptop. It's just down to you and me now. Okay. Where's the processor in this? Oh, we're running cool, man. This laptop is a freaking badass. All right. Prosecutors filed a memorandum in opposition to the defense's motion on Monday. They argue that the new defense directly related to the racketeering conspiracy charge In sum, this evidence proves the existence of the enterprise it proposes and the means and methods by which the defendant and his co-conspirators carried out a pattern of racketeering activity that included persistent and persuasive abuse, prosecutors wrote. Okay, hang on. By which the defendant and his co-conspirators, who the hell are the co-conspirators? Who are they? Like, if I missed something here. No, Franken PC likes me more. No, Franken PC is fine. It's fine. We just need to make the other one come back to life. It seems madness that someone with his wealth would throw it all away for his acquired tastes, but it seems the norm today. Submariner, yeah. I mean, here's the thing, because when you're not a crazy sex deviant monster who I think the sex was the small part, Mariner. I think it was the power, because history has shown us what power can do to people, especially if they're already allegedly preordained to be not nice people. Yeah, okay. I'm just waiting for everyone else to get dragged into this. I said this to Paula the other day. In my fantasy P. Diddy trial outcome, we're building up to some massive multi-unit, biggest like simultaneous arrest of Hollywood we've ever seen, and it's all gonna come tumbling down. But sadly, oh sweet Uber, yeah, that's awesome. Like it just. It's just all. I just want to see it happen. I want to see everyone get taken down. You know, if it is what people say and it's this huge network, then let's start pulling down some of these freaking cards from the stack. Okay, okay. What are the new criminal charges against Diddy? Combs received additional charges of this. Oh man, more charges of the same stuff, which again doesn't look good for the racketeering and the RICO. The Combs trial is scheduled to begin on May 5th. Why did Diddy's lawyer, Anthony Rico, quit? Anthony Rico withdrew his lawyer from Combs' criminal case in February. Although I have provided Sean Combs with a high level of legal representation, expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Diddy Combs. Rico wrote in his motion to withdraw. Ooh. What people are saying. Prosecutors in a memorandum filed Monday, that testimony powerfully establishes that the defendant made no mistakes when he coerced other victims into unwanted sex. It proves that the defendant intended to take the gratification he wanted regardless of consent. Combs' lawyers in motions filed on Monday. If the government's evidence were allowed, it would mark one of the worst cases of character evidence rule in history of American law. Okay. Trump loves a tariff. It's a year of the tariff for Trump. Right. So let me just I want to look at this pardon headline. Yeah, here we go. Sean Diddy Combs set to beg Trump for pardon. That would be, can we? That would be one that would be good to televise. You know what I'm saying? Diddy begging on his knees, and Trump is like, no, no, I don't think so. Too good. Sean Diddy Combs is hoping his friendship. I don't know if that's still going to be. I don't know if that's a word. Like that almost feels threatening. Okay, like it almost feels threatening that if you are being quoted as being referred to as having a friendship with Diddy from prison, I feel like you know what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? The disgraced music mogul is rotting in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center after being charged with all of this stuff. According to Hollywood insider Rob Shutter, sources tell him Combs is hoping his longtime friendship with Trump will go a long way to capturing his freedom again. Oh, no. That sounds, honestly, that sounds like a threat. Hang on a minute. Oh, no. Because there's a bunch of, I mean, there is, I mean, these have not aged well. Okay. Like, these have not aged well at all. At all. Right, hang on a sec. Terrence Howard's story as well is wild. We'll cover that. What time is it? We'll cover that again as well. Where are we? Set to beg. Here we go. Donald was always invited to Diddy's legendary parties, the insider claimed. Oh, man. Oh, man. Like, shots fired. Shots fired, man. Shots fired. Nightmare. Okay. They've known each other forever. Diddy admired Trump's swagger, the bravado, the flash. He built part of his brand around that energy. They continued. Diddy thinks Donald owes him one. Oh, for counting on their history to keep. Oh, man. What does Diddy know? Oh, what does Diddy know? Oh, man. Is Diddy going to get pardoned? Oh, no. What's he got in the president? Oh, God. Like, can you imagine? You're Trump. You're sitting in the White House, okay? Just like throwing darts at your Biden dartboard. And you get a phone call saying our publication's just come out quoting that Diddy is counting on your friendship, wink, wink, to sort this out, wink, wink. He said that you came to his parties, winkety, wink, wink. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Trump 78 once praised 78. Jesus, what is with America and these old dudes? We'll get to that later. Trump 78 once praised Combs in his NBC reality show The Apprentice. In a moment from a 2012 episode, former Danity Kane member Audrey O'Day attempted to explain to Trump why she would remain on the show over other contestants, using her relationship with Combs as a reason. I have to say, I'm very strict and focused businesswoman because of working for Diddy for 6 years. Trained me to have to be perfect. O'Day said in the interaction, working for Diddy, Trump asked, I love Diddy. You know, he is a good friend of mine. He's a good guy. He is a good guy. Is he a good guy? After the singer refused to answer the question, Trump added, oh, well, I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him. Oh, man. Oh, no. What are you guys saying? Oh yeah, no, listen. This is the thing, Valerie. It doesn't mean that at all, right? It doesn't mean that in the slightest, but it's the president. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, like it's just it concerns me that when we talk about international playboys, businessmen, all of this kind of stuff, we talk about the Russell Brand case and the arguments for. Oh, are we saying that we cannot fathom any possible anything? And I don't mean anything illegal, okay? Nothing illegal, okay? Bunch of ladies, all happy to be there, all doing things, secretly filmed with Trump. That's damaging enough, right? Look, I think what we're seeing here is like a compilation of quotes from throughout time. So I think this quote was from years before, years before Diddy got arrested. Um, it was this lady here, O'Day, working for Diddy Trump. Working for Diddy Trump ass. I love Diddy. You know he's a good friend of mine. That's what Trump said, and that was in basically in response to O'Day not wanting to say he was a nice guy. But I think this was way before the court case. So users and X were quick to react to the resurfaced clip as one person raised, "He's an idiot, terrible judge of character, and a liar. Birds of a feather." Another said, in 2024, O'Day claimed Combs offered her a couple of $100 in a deal to stay silent. A couple of $100 in a deal to stay silent over his alleged behavior. It asked me to specifically stay silent and never speak poorly about a human. O'Day claimed that the documentary TMZ presents The Downfall of Diddy. So then I realized something really bad is coming. This isn't a man that was reformed. Combs has been denied bail 3 times as the judge recently revealed the rapper's trial will begin in May. While waiting on his court date, "I Will Be Missing You" hitmaker has been hit with more shocking accusations and lawsuits. He recently was accused of recruiting, transporting, and forcing his victims to engage in horrible acts from 2021 to 2024. It's like his freaking lockdown side hustle. However, Combs has already denied the allegations, and his legal team has claimed the activities described were consensual. Okay. The businessman's lawyers responded in a statement. Combs, here. Has America not got like one of those crazy laws where if something in a case can jeopardize national security or something like this, then things can be admitted to the case that only the judge can see? Is that not a thing? Because if during this case the judge is handed a manila envelope, and in that manila envelope is the president of the United States getting jiggy with it, right? Could that not be seen as national security? I don't know. Get Lionel on here. It's just so confusing. Okay, these are the same individuals, former long-term girlfriends who were involved in consensual relationships. This was their private sex life defined by consent, not coercion. The series of events leading up to Combs' arrest in September 2024 was marked by a lawsuit filed by his ex-partner, Cassie Ventura, accusing him of physical and other horrible abuse spanning several years. All right, well, that was freaking really wild. Okay, so listen. if this is Diddy being quoted as referring to his friend and coming to his parties and all these things, that is That, to me, that is mad. It's just mad. And how do you all think this is going to go? Yes, they can seal documents. Brilliant, Fifi. You gotta love it. You've gotta love it. Get Lady D on Ron. Well, here's the thing, right? Ron is just concerned that the next bit of computer software, like the next thing's going to die on me. Otherwise, I would have had Paula and I would have brought on Lady D. In saying that, hang on a second. It's not going to go through Discord. I'll just send you a link. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, Lady D. If you're free, feel free to come join us. Hang on a minute.